afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great day in Troy, Ohio, USA, when we can all join together in fellowship and acknowledge our newly elected officials that are getting ready to take their oath of office and will be ready to go on January 1 of 2014. I want to introduce some people to you for those of you who are first-timers. So first of all, I want to introduce our new treasurer, Melvin Shane, and he's elected to a 4-year term. Would you just stand up? We're going to get... One of our mainstays is our council president, Martha Baker, is elected to a 2-year term. Our first ward councilman is Tom Kendall. Would he stand? He's a returning veteran. Second ward is Doug Tremblay. Third ward, taking his oath of office, is John Swazer. Fourth ward is Bobby Phillips. And here's two new names you may not have heard before. Fifth ward is Bill Twist, William Twist. A new ward, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. Sixth ward is Mr. Brock Heath. We continue to have 3 councilmen at large, councilwoman and men at large, and it's Alan Clark. There he is. Robin Oda and Lynn Schnee. There are other elected positions like the auditor and the law director and the mayor. They're 4-year terms, but their terms just took effect in January of 2012, so we're midterm on those. The oath of office ceremony that we're about ready to partake in is historic in nature in the city of Troy. For the first time, the oath of office administered by Mr. Livingston will be administered to six ward council members. That's a first. Now, let me tell you, under state law, when the population of a statutory city that we are extends beyond 25,000, and we are now at 25,058 by the latest census, we are to add 2 new wards, thus the 5th and the 6th ward, along with our council members at large. So this is a historic oath of office, and all of you are participating in that. So we will have 9 seats from now on, beginning in our first meeting, January 6th, for legislative action. So today is a real historic day. So now, without further ado, I will ask our Director of Law, Mr. Jim Livingston, to come forward, and he will administer the oaths of office.
Thank you, Mayor. We're going to split this up a little bit. We're going to start with Mr. Shane, and then we'll do Mrs. Baker, and then we'll do the 9 councilmen all at once. So if Mr. Shane will come forward. Let me get my script here. Why don't you stand over here so people can see you? They don't care about seeing me. Okay, if you'll be kind enough to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Melvin R. Shane.
I, Melvin R. Shane.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of Ohio.
And the Constitution of the State of Ohio.
And I will faithfully and honestly and impartially.
And I will faithfully, honestly, and impartially.
Discharge the duties.
Discharge the duties.
Of the office of Treasurer.
Of the office of Treasurer.
Of the City of Troy.
Of the City of Troy.
State of Ohio.
State of Ohio.
During my continuance in office.
During my continuance in office.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Shane, as is usual, Mrs. Knight has this well organized. Once you take your oath of office, you'll need to go over there and sign your name twice. And we'll get up Mrs. Baker while you're finishing up with that. Mrs. Baker, if you'll step forward. I got my script here. If you'd be kind enough to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Martha A. Baker,
I, Martha A. Baker,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the State of Ohio
that I will support the Constitution of the State of Ohio
and the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will faithfully and honestly
that I will faithfully, honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of the office
of President of City Council of the City of Troy, Ohio,
of President of City Council of Troy, Ohio,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you'd be kind enough, if you'd be kind enough to stand over there, and Mrs. Knight will direct you the right procedure. Okay, now we're ready for the mass swearing in of the new 9 councilmen and women. If they'll stand up, and I would say like 4 on one side and 5 on the other, so that I don't block off anybody. Just it really doesn't make any difference how you line up. Just so I can see you all, and wait, don't get behind here because you're going to get blocked off. Scoot over. Scoot over. Scoot over. Get over, Tom. You scoot over too. So I got to be able to see you back here. Okay. Now, when I say state your name, don't say state your name. Actually, state your name. Okay? Just there's a little preliminary. In addition, when I say your office, if you're like first ward councilman, say councilman first ward. If you're councilman at large, say that. We're going to get the city of Troy after that. So, okay? If you'll all be kind enough to raise your right hands and repeat after me. Let me get the right script here. Whoops, wrong one. Oh, here we go. I, and then state your name.
I, John Jordan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
honestly, and impartially
honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of,
of the office of
and then state the office,
Councilor
of the city of Troy,
of the City of Troy,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office.
And congratulations to you all. Sue's, as soon as they're done, I would suggest the first ward, the way you've got it set up is by wards, right, Sue? Oh, okay, the first 3 are at large. The at-large people are up there. Your name is already on them. And then by wards 1 through 6. 9, actually.